mate, let's not.
I brought you to the birthplace of pizza. I brought you to the birthplace of pizza. And you told me Domino's is better.
Let's not get violent here. Let's not get confrontational here.
What do you mean that's what I'm We have come to the oldest pizzeria in the world, in the heart of Napoli, Naples. This is called Antica Pizzeria Port Alba. This place has been serving the people of Naples pizza since 1738. It initially started as a stand for a number of travelers that would walk past. As of 1830, a restaurant was built and it replaced the old stand, and since then it's just been churning out the most incredible pizza. We've come to the birthplace of pizza, Naples. These guys know how to make a pizza. They exported pizza to the entire world, and now everyone in the world loves this dish. It is a global favorite. We thought, if we're gonna try pizza, let's go for the original, the best pizza in my opinion. It's simple, it's straightforward, and it very much makes the base, the foundation of all the other pizza dishes out there. We've gone for the Margherita. This pizza's also got a great history about it as well, by the way. They say that a member of the royal family, whose name was Margherita, came to visit Naples a couple hundred years ago, and an esteemed chef thought, I need to put something together for this queen, and so put together a dish that represents the colors of Italy. So you've got the cheese, which is white, you've got the tomato, which is red, and then you've got the basil, which is green. All that together represents the flag, the colors on the flag of Italy. And so that's how the Margherita was born. So here goes. Oh my word, that's delicious. That's so good. It's so simple. It's a piece of dough. They put the pizza sauce on it. There's a lot of olive oil in it as well. I love that oily texture in. It's sort of drizzling with every bite. What makes the Napolitan pizza very special is the fact that it's thin crust. It's very, very delicate. It's very soft and very, very thin. Nothing like some of the pizza that we tried in Milan, which was very, very thick crust or very deep pan crust. And just at the bottom, you can see there's a little bit of char at the bottom of the pizza, a little bit of black bits all around, and that's the perfect way of cooking it. And it's a little bit spongy as well, so when you press it, it just kind of comes back to the right form. This is brilliant, absolutely delicious. So the next dish I'm about to try is a dessert dish, and it's one of the most iconic dessert dishes you can find in Naples. That is, of course, the Sfogliatella. Truth is, I don't really know how you pronounce it. However, it is one of the most popular dishes, dessert dishes in Italy, one of the most iconic in Naples. And if you have a look here, it just looks beautiful. Pastry on the outside, layers and layers of intricate pastry, and they're all cooked to a different consistency. You can see the outer layer is very, very crispy. Inside a bit less so, a bit less cooked. Inside, once you tear it open, you'll see there's a custard mixture with some semolina mixed in with citrus peel, and that's what makes the inside of sfogliatella. They say you should have it hot because that's when it's the most delicious. If it gets cool, it starts to lose its flavor. A nun, a part of a convent on the Amalfi Coast, put together some leftover mixtures and put it inside a pastry. Lo and behold, the sfogliatella was born. The most popular dessert dish in all of Naples, synonymous with Neapolitan culture, with Neapolitan life. Oh, hear that crisp, you hear that? So crispy. Oh, I feel like this is going to be tasty. Very, very oily as well, actually. You can feel the oil running down my fingers. Here goes. That is just delicious. The pastry, incredibly crispy. Just listen to the noise as you touch it. It's such a nice texture, very, very crispy, and because it's so intricate and so many different layers, the crispiness is never ending. It's just always crispy, no matter how many times you bite into it. And that filling, oh my god. That filling, that custard semolina filling with that lovely, lovely citrusy taste. It's got a lovely orange zesty taste to it. So really, really good dessert. You've got to try this when you come to Naples. So we are en route to the famous fish market of Naples, and on the way we found a bakery. It is the early hours of the morning, best time for both the fish market and to come to the local bakeries. So we've come here to try the Taralli, which is a traditional Neapolitan snack bakery kind of item. It's effectively almost like a biscuit in texture. It's quite tough and it's peppered with loads of nuts. So if you look here, you'll be able to see there should be a little bit of a crunch when I break it. Basically a bagel shaped or donut shaped biscuit, and inside you've got all those nuts. Very crumbly, typical kind of biscuit texture. So let's give this a go. That is really good. No artificial sugar added to that. Just the natural flavors coming through here. So it actually tastes quite savory. Very, very nutty flavor. Very, very crunchy in terms of texture. But it tastes a little bit salty. It doesn't taste sweet. That's not a bad thing actually. I quite like that. But it's the same kind of level of salt that you have with, you know, salted caramel. It tastes like it's inherently something that's meant to be sweet, or you have as a kind of dessert, but it's got a salty vibe to it. It's very, very nice actually. I like it when you get that combination, the fusion of salt and sweetness, and then the nutty flavor is just sticking out. Crunchy in texture, very kind of brittle. Having this with a tea in the UK would be phenomenal, or a coffee. Really good. So we are driving up from Naples to the Amalfi Coast, and we've arrived to these amazing scenic views of this incredible part of the country. On this street side stall, this vendor is serving lime sorbet, and oh my god, it is delicious. It is probably the best sorbet I have had in my life. It's just so fresh. You can see him cracking up the ice and mixing it in with his fresh produce, and the result is just fantastic. Ooh! The tanginess there, it's so refreshing. It makes you just think, do you know what? I'm happy to be here on the Amalfi Coast on this hot day under the scorching sun. Oh, that sorbet just really takes my happiness to another level. I'm very, very happy to be here. So en route the Amalfi Coast, on our way to the town of Positano, we decided to stop for some mozzarella cheese, specifically buffalo mozzarella cheese. Now we went to an incredible shop on the way here that specializes in this cheese. This is a big thing in Italy. They have cheese in many different shapes and forms across the country, but buffalo cheese, specifically buffalo mozzarella, is something that's very special here. And you often find a distinction when you go into restaurants and order a pizza. You can find a Margherita Pizza, or you can find a Margherita Pizza with buffalo mozzarella on it. So this is a really big thing, a really big part of their culture here. So here is the special Italian mozzarella cheese. I'm super, super excited. This cheese has a lot of liquid content in it, a lot of water. It's very soft, can you see? As I tear it up, you'll see there's insane amounts of water in there. So now we tear a bit of this off. It's quite rubbery texture-wise, very, very spongy. Very, very spongy, but fundamentally an amazing cheese and a really popular one across the country and indeed across the world. So let's try this. Oh, that is some incredible mozzarella cheese. Very bouncy, very rubbery. Texture is smooth on the outside, and inside very, very spongy. Got a really subtle taste to it as well. Just a slight bit of salty kind of taste to it. The texture is great. Having it now by itself, it's really allowing me to appreciate it for what it is, a really good quality cheese, unlike any of the mozzarella cheeses I've had in the UK. And look at this. Look at all the water just coming out. Keeps it moist, keeps it juicy, keeps it delicious. Mozzarella on the Amalfi Coast. Can you possibly go wrong? Okay, I am super excited to try the next dish now. I tried finding this Cuoppo in Naples yesterday and this morning. Everywhere I went, they didn't have it because they serve it in very specific circumstances at very specific times, because they effectively use fresh seafood, fresh fish, fry it up and serve it, and people always want to eat this stuff. So it's either always sold out or the vendors don't have the fresh batch of fish yet for them to be able to start selling. So it's very difficult to find, but luckily we've come across a place that's selling it here in the town of Positano on the Amalfi Coast, and I absolutely jumped at the opportunity to grab what is a very traditional Italian dish, a southern Italian, very coastal dish as well. And you know what they say, seafood always tastes better when it's by the sea. We're obviously on the Amalfi Coast. Behind me is the beach. So I'm going to begin, if I can, by squeezing my lemon juice all over. And you know, the limes and the lemons on the Amalfi Coast are incredible. Positano, all the shops that we're going, we're seeing that they've got these lime juices for sale. So all the produce here is really good. In the street markets of Naples, we went to one of the fish markets there. It's a very popular, hustling and bustling destination where lots of locals go and get their food. And then that fish is, as a consequence, provided all around the city. A number of restaurants serve up that fish, and the neighboring areas as well also get their hands on that fish. That fresh fish is then battered and deep fried and served up in this way. So you get a stick here, and the premise is you use the stick to grab bits of the fish and munch. So I'm gonna go for the prawn first. Oh my god, that prawn is so fresh. They've left the shell and the little bristles underneath the prawn on, and they deep fried it anyway and battered it. I love that because those little bits and bobs, those shells and the little bristles at the bottom, they provide such a lovely flavour to the prawn as well. Part of this Cuoppo as well is a selection of what they call baby fish. So that's local small fish that you can find, and they basically grab that, batter it, deep fry it in the same way. This subset of that baby fish is an anchovy, and we know anchovies are super popular across Italy and across the Mediterranean. Oh, that is delicious. I love anchovy anyway. They have it on their pizza here. They serve it up with a lot of olive oil. This is a really nice way of having it, fried with so much flavors. You can taste the freshness of this produce, and it's just sprinkled with a little bit of salt as well. So next I'm gonna have the squid. Oh, I absolutely love squid, and I know this is gonna be delicious. I love fried squid, and you can just tell this is gonna be amazing. Oh, look at that. That is outstanding. I love the texture of the squid. It's quite spongy, it's quite chewy, and then when you fry it on the outside, it's crispy and oily, and it contrasts with the chewiness on the inside. That works so wonderfully on the palate. So many different seafood varieties here. This is a proper traditional way of eating in Italy, eating in the south of Italy. When you come here, you've got to try one of these cones, and it's quite similar to the way us Brits have chips sometimes served up in this cone. You go on a walk across the beach and you feast on that. This is basically what it is, but instead is a deep fried variety of fish. The sun is scorching hot. This is the perfect time to have this. Oh, what an experience. That's it for Cuisine in Italy. We had an absolute blast after our epic food adventure around Italy. We tried so many different foods around all of Italy, and it was phenomenal. You will have seen over the past 4 weeks, over the past 4 episodes, that we have been really honing in on that regional variance. Ever since we started off in Milan in the north of Italy, it's been an incredible adventure. We tried the perfect piadina, we tried some really deep pan pizza, and then we made our way down where we tried amazing food in Florence like crostini, the ribollita, and so many other things. And then of course we got to Rome, where we had an absolutely incredible journey. So much amazing food, distinct Roman foods like the courgette flour or the deep fried artichoke, and some incredible pasta and very, very special pizza as well. And then obviously we finished off down the Amalfi Coast where we had some incredible mozzarella cheese, and we also had the brilliant Cuoppo, which was delicious. We hope that you've enjoyed the content that we've put out. If you like our videos, please do subscribe to our channel Quizine TV and hit the notification button so you're aware every time we post. We try and post a video every single week. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe. Get as many of your friends and family subscribing to the channel as possible too. That's it from us this time around. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.